Juan might be in trouble here. It looked like his leg stiffened up.
Calf kick hurt too, let me tell you. Fighting runs through many.
Welcome to Kyle Anthony's UFC Betting Show. I am Kyle Anthony, and welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the Bet Review Show for UFC 247, Jon Jones versus Dominick Reyes. We're going to go over our 2 free plays that we had on this show and also on Minty's show as well. And we have 2 plays that we have on Wager Talk. We were able to go 3-1 on the night. Hit a nice plus money play. Overall, we are 12-2 to start 2020 with plus 210 winners, plus 205 winner, plus 120 winner, plus 105 winner. So, and a lot of plus even money plays. So, really having a great start to the 2020 season. So, let's get into it right away. Our first free play that we had on this show was, you can tell I'm a little under the weather here, was Juan Adams versus Justin Tafa. We had Justin Tafa to defeat Juan Adams at a plus 210. Tafa does get us that victory at plus 210, first round knockout. And this was something here that we talked about. We were looking at saying, you know what? This line is way off. There is no way that somebody like Juan Adams should be a minus 260 against Justin Tafa. And Adams, a guy that's on the cusp of being cut from the UFC if he was to lose this fight, which he did. I think 3 losses like that, knockout losses, early losses, I think really may spell him heading to another organization. But things we liked about Tafa really here was the fact that, you know, he's going to have the more technical skills overall compared to Adams. Adams is not very technical, very slow. And again, if you want to see the breakdown of this complete, I will have a link here. But, you know, this was, you know, a fight where Juan Adams he's slow developing, Adams, slow developing combinations, looping hooks, leaving a lot of opportunity for that check right hook from Tafa, him to get in with the quicker hands. That was something that I knew you were going to see right away. And you know, even the takedown opportunity was possibly going to be there for Adams, but it's something you haven't really seen him even use. And this was something, again, where Tafa was going to have the opportunity to work in the inside. Adams is willing to stand toe-to-toe. It gave Tafa more opportunities to land the big shot. So we're able to cash in on Justin Tafa to defeat Juan Adams plus 210. And this is something here again, and I'm seeing this in other spots where, you know, a lot of us are cappers. We're all on the same team. We want to beat the bookies. This is, for me, this is the 2020 knock out your bookie season. And some other cappers, you know, they knock other players' plays. And I'm hearing the rumblings, you know, other people are even writing me saying, hey, you know, so-and-so says this is a terrible pick. And a lot of people were saying they did not like the Tafa pick. And some of those same people were talking up Alex Moreno, who was a minus 320 play and got knocked out in the first 27 seconds. So, you know, it's never, you know, when you're taking shots at other people, other YouTubers, other cappers, or whatever it may be, I think it's kind of, it's kind of not good taste, because, again, we're all on the same team trying to make money. So, with that being said, I just wanted to give that little tidbit in there because, you know, you are hearing a lot of that stuff. And again, we're all on the same side. We all want to make some money. So that was our first win of the night. The next one we had on the show was Jon Jones versus Dominick Reyes. Method of victory. We had method of victory was KO or decision, which was a minus 180. And the reason why we like this was a big part was that we're getting away from the big number. We're getting away from that Jon Jones, minus 460, minus 480. Some people got it minus 440. I still like Jon Jones straight as a play, but really, you know, getting away from the bigger number. And really, the statistics were showing more that Jon Jones has really turned into this really methodical decision machine. And you go over his past, and I talked about this again on the prediction show, but going over his past 21 fights, 21 wins in the UFC, 5 of them were by decision. His most recent 5 of them were by submission. His most recent submission was in 2012, 8 years ago. And since then, he's had 9 wins. 6 of them were by decision, 3 of them were by knockout. So for me, getting away from the bigger number, minus 180 with method of victory, KO or decision, thought it was a great play. It did get us to cash in. And this was something here. I know a lot of people are saying, hey, Reyes, you know what, they thought that he won or whatever it may be. I didn't. I mean, maybe it's my bias that I was cheering for Jones, but I didn't think he had that decision. I thought that Jones had it an easy 3-2. It was closer than a lot of people, really thought it would be. I thought it was going to be more of a landslide victory for Jones. And even we talked about this on the show with Minty, was that a lot of times is that when somebody, someone so good gets hurt, or even with, let's like Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan may get dunked on once, and he's the GOAT, but then, he goes out there and scores 50 points and wins the game. So it's almost like that with Jon Jones, where you see him get hurt or get hit, the crowd goes nuts. And it's funny that you saw that a lot even last night, where he gets hit with a shot and people go crazy, but then Jones is landing shots, and they're not going as crazy because it's expected. I thought that Reyes did a lot better, though, than I thought he would do overall. He stuck in there. He was looking for the big shots. I didn't like some of the things where Jones was kind of running away from the fence and gave himself opportunity to be hit. But he was able to get out of it, find spots, working those leg kicks, big part of his game plan, was able for us to cash in. So that makes us 2-0 on the night. So far as we go to the next 2 plays. Really, really a great start to our season here. And then the ones that we had on Wager Talk, one of them was Valentina Shevchenko to win via KO or decision. That was a minus 320. That got us away from the big number again with Shevchenko. Shevchenko was minus 950, minus 1200. So to get away from that number, I really thought here, and this was again, got us to cash in again. And this was something here again where I looked at where Shevchenko, you know what? I don't really see this being a submission. Yes, she has done it in the past, but for the most part, she's able to go out there and finish some of these lower level opponents compared to when she has fought Nunes and when she has fought some of these, the past champions, and, it's gone a little bit further. But this is a spot here I thought that Shevchenko would really work her leg kicks, her striking, work her kickboxing. I thought that she has way too many weapons for somebody like Chookagian, who just, she's a good fighter, but you really need to be elite. And anybody who Shevchenko fights at this point in this division, as long as it's not a super fight, she's going to be a massive favorite. And I think you have to look for another spot in there to actually place a bet instead of really laying up on all that chalk, all that juice. Here really is a great spot. Again, getting away from that big number. Got us the cash in there. Shevchenko won by 3rd round TKO. Gets us the cash in on our method of victory play. That made us 3-0, and the only one that we lost on the night was Mirsad Bektic, a split decision loss. One judge almost cost us back-to-back perfect nights, but here we had Bektic at minus 140 against Dan Ige, and the things I liked about Bektic was the fact he had the 100% takedown defense. He has not been taken down. He's developing his striking a lot better. And his wrestling. I thought he would get that top control. And you know what? He did in this fight. He was doing that. And he just wasn't causing enough damage. He was in some good spots. I actually thought that he did win this fight, but he was in some really good spots and just wasn't doing enough with it and was not causing the damage. Ige looked better on the feet, which I was kind of surprised about. I thought that Bektic would actually be landing a little bit more than he did. But Ige was able to scramble out of those positions, or even when Bektic was in a dominant position on top, he just wasn't landing much. He wasn't really causing enough to make it look like he could go out there and steal that round. He was in some nice controlling, and I was hoping that would be enough. But Ige was able to go out there and get that split decision victory. So that made us overall 3-1 on the night with another plus 200 winner. 1st round KO for Tafa. Really wanted that perfect night again, but overall we are 12-2 to start this UFC betting season. Overall, really happy with it. Another strong, profitable night. And I will have a bet review show out again soon. I like to drop them Wednesday or Thursday. May do it earlier. We'll see. Show with Minty. We're probably just going to be doing the bigger events with her on there. So, stay tuned on that when we're going to really start to do that. Still got to come up with the name of that show also. So, there you have it. Overall, this is the bet review show. Another profitable night. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you've not yet done so. And this is Kyle Anthony's UFC Betting Show, and I'll see you next time.